Salut tout le monde, c'est Catherine Housselin. Bonjour. Hi, this is Catherine Housselin, and I had an interesting tweet directed at me earlier this week asking about what we have for our FER. And someone said, oh, Catherine has a really good selection. So I'm going to show you really quick what we have for the students. I'm just giving you an idea of what our reading area looks like. So everything is pretty well organized today. I like to categorize the books by theme and level. Okay, so one thing I absolutely suggest is GeoAdo. These are great magazines. They have lots of pictures, stories that really interest the students, and amazingly they fit into a lot of the thematic topics we do. And of course, Un jour en nature, one of those indispensable resources. Even if you have to pay for it yourself, every week you get a new issue with beautiful pictures, infographics, stories that are on topic and on target for our students and that are very comprehensible. Okay, so if we look in here, I've got a couple of series, French series like Max et Lily. And I know that cover seems a little bit odd, but they have these little stories that help kids through problems of life. I've got lots of animal books, tons and tons of animal books because the students enjoy those. One series that I really enjoy are the Tout sur les aliments. So we read those. I've got a lot of magazines that I just pick up around the world. These are more advanced books, so these are chapter books that I found at various stores in Francophone countries. And then I order some things online, of course. I usually use Amazon.ca, so from Canada or from France. Those are mine from my graduate school years. The kids get to look at those and say, someday. So these are books about France, history, culture, castles, Paris, and I love these books that are the questions et réponses. Kids, a lot of them grew up with those in different and with different subjects, so we go through those a lot. And also the Mais pourquoi section. That's a really good series. And then just little easy books about Paris. These are meant for native speakers, but we use them because they're very comprehensible. Lots and lots of pictures. So we have the same thing for les régions de France. And bien sûr, l'imagerie de la France. Great books. Okay, so I'm going to show you some specific books that we use for kind of the FVR. And I like this series right here. It's from Clé Internationale. It's called Collection Découverte. The books come mostly with CDs. Not every single one does, but these are really easy to understand books. They're mini chapter books, and they have vocabulary. Most of the stories are pretty easy to understand, and they're interesting. The next section that we have, these are from CDEB. So I think most people find them under the Black Cat series. They have great stories that have been reduced into abridged versions, and they also have CDs. There's another one by Clé Internationale. These are usually about 70 pages. If you want to go really easy, this is Dominique et Compagnie. It's a Canadian company. The audio of each book is on a website. And so you have Souris Bleu, Souris Verte, and I believe there's a Souris Rouge. We love these books because they definitely use a lot of repetitive vocabulary and talk about family members. They have good stories, situations that kids go through. Strongly recommend those. Hachette also has a section for Français Facile and for FLE. I try and find books that the kids like to use, so sometimes vampire stories, mystery stories. It'd be great if we had some choose your own adventures. Didier also has a nice option. These are A1 books, A2. So that's the French, that's the European level. Okay. A couple other books that we use. These are from, let's see, Quelle Histoire. I love these. I've got about 10 of these now, and I'm always trying to buy a few more each time. So they're little books that tell parts of story. That tell history. And so as you can see, the vocabulary is a little bit more advanced, but we can work the kids up from what they've seen before. So I try and show these off, les Gaulois, and make sure that you've got a good variety of people. And of course, you have les lectures clés from Clé International. And these books, they're a little bit more challenging. So I've got a few students who want to really, really read about the L'équipe nationale, les Bleus, but they find this a bit challenging. So I try and remind them, hey, we're going to start at one place and we're going to try and get you up to the next. We do a lot of FVR every Monday and Tuesday, so we're on a block schedule. We do it for 10 minutes and then we work ourselves up from there. Have a wonderful weekend, everybody. I hope this video gave you an idea of all the different books, magazines, and resources that you can bring into your French classroom. À bientôt!